Here's a interesting clip. So let's play it.
I hate men as a general rule, but I also really love good men. I posted a video asking what the girlies would do if we hit an apocalyptic situation, and tens of thousands of them said they would rather than deal with violent and abusive men out there, which is completely valid. That's how I feel. And there are so many men being like, this is ridiculous, but there are a handful of men in my comments being like, I don't blame you guys at all. Like, this is such a valid sentiment. Like, women in war zones are treated horribly all of the time. Like, men are violent. Most violence is committed by men. They're like, this is completely valid. I'm a man too, and honestly, I would do the same thing. Like, I don't trust them. I have men in my comments asking how they can be better allies and how they can show up and support us, because obviously something is wrong with the world if this many women are feeling this way. To which I say, stand in solidarity, comment and be like, you guys are right. You don't have to talk over us. You don't have to share your own experience. You don't have to claim that you're a good man. You can tell me that you're a good man by simply saying, I believe you and I stand with you. Nothing warms my heart more than an ally that is willing to stand up, willing to say something, and best of all, willing to take action. I hate men as a
You know how believe if I'm a good man or not, it's up to you. Yo, what's up, my brother? How I personally deem myself a good man is that I want to break this fucking propaganda. This propaganda right here is why we have divides. Is why, okay, men and women are fighting against each other. Why there is a man versus women shit. This right here, shit mindset like this is why. It this right here is just this is one 100%, right? Hey, this is right, exactly. Decades, right, of teaching women to hate men, teaching women to fear men. Because that's what. Guess what? I don't disagree. Okay, I don't disagree. Most violent crimes are committed by men. But listen to this. Okay, most violent crimes are committed by men. But that is different than most men are committing violent crimes, because most men aren't. Most men aren't. I think the statistics, right? The numbers, the actual numbers of violent crimes is about, what is it? 300,000, right? A year, I believe 300,000, violent crimes. And again, most of that is against other men. Most of most of those violent crimes are against other men. But here's the thing. That's not what I'm talking about. About about and correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. About 300,000 violent crimes are committed by men. What's the population of men? I believe. Let me double check. Let me double check. I want to. 166 million. 166 million. I think about, so 300, about 300,000 is a drop in the bucket. There's a substantially more men that aren't committing violent crimes comparative to the ones that are. And the ones that are, guess what? They're not committing against women. They're committing against men. I'm not saying that men don't commit violent crimes. I'm saying it's a small percent of men that commit violent crimes. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get actual numbers. I hate this thing. You know what? I hate that. I hate how sometimes you want to find statistics and they do percentages. Percentages are kind of misleading. While I want to do actual numbers, right? I want actual numbers because then you get a bit of more concrete. Oh well, whatever. Um, yes, men are far more likely to be victims of violent crimes than women. But that's reality. Like this is a thing where you know how it's stupid. Okay, sometimes you hear these arguments. Oh, what's the world like? What would the world be like if there was only men? What the world would be like if there was only women? Are you stupid? That is nonsensical because that shit won't happen. The chance of that happening may be 0.0000001%, if that. And apocalyptic world, really? What are we? It's like you literally you. It's just like you want to only think about the worst case scenarios so you can shape your propaganda. Let's break this down.
I hate men as a general rule, but I also really love good men. I posted a video asking what.
I want to say this, okay? I want to say this. What is the difference between this, right? This right here. I really hate men. I really hate men. Like, listen, hearing a woman say, "I really hate men." What's the difference between this and incel? What? Right? What's the difference between this women like this and incel men? Please tell me. I really want to know because here's a woman spewing hate against men and saying, "I really love good men." Do you not think that the majority of men are good? So really, it's like, yeah, you hate bad men. Guess what? Who doesn't? But in the same token, why don't you hate bad women? Is it this is why it's stupid. It's nonsensical because this is propaganda to right to shoot towards hating men. Because here's the thing: why don't you say I hate bad people? I hate bad people because here's the thing: women commit violence too. Women commit violence too. Is that insane? That oh my god, women commit violence too? Because that isn't. It is absolutely really ridiculous that why not just hate bad people? Is that such a fall out far out thought? Because I hate bad people. I hate bad men. I hate bad women. But no, you want to shoot your femcel, your incel propaganda. Okay, I've I don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not on here saying I hate women. Right? I'm not on here saying I hate women. What I do say is I hold women accountable for the things they say and the actions they do. That ain't hate. So I'm not on here spewing I hate women. No, I'm not. Because I don't. Yeah. And this is the insanity, right? This is the insanity. This is spewing hate. This is the misandry. I hate men. Okay. I love good men. Okay. Why don't you say that I love good people and I hate bad people? Why do you have distinguishes? Why? Because here's the thing: women like this do not believe that there's bad women. Women like this do not believe that there are actually bad women, and that is the propaganda. That is disgusting.
The girlies would do if we hit an apocalyptic situation, and tens of thousands of them said they would rather than deal with violent and abusive men out there, which is completely valid. That's how I feel. And there are so many men being like, this is ridiculous, but there are a handful of men in my...
You know why this is stupid, okay? Why this is stupid? Because here's the thing. History has proven this wrong. History has proven this wrong. Because here's the thing. We've had wars. We have had wars throughout human history. And in none of those wars have women just, like, the mass majority of women have deleted themselves. I mean, please name me a war, right? Name me a war where women have completely deleted themselves. Please name it to me. Hell, guess what? The Ukraine and Russia war, right? Ukraine and Russia war. Guess who's dying there? Men. Huh. Guess who's dying? Okay? In the Ukraine and Russia war. Men. Guess who's, fine and dandy? Women. I guarantee you, okay? Guarantee you, in a apocalyptic world, who's better off, men or women? I believe women. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing that a lot of women, they ignore. A lot of women ignore. Because personal opinion, most men are good men. So I believe men would be sacrificing their lives for women. Personal opinion. So I believe women would be more safe in an apocalyptic world compared to men. I'm not saying women would be safe. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying comparatively, I know more men would protect women, okay, in an apocalyptic world than there would be men that would be against them. Because here's the thing. We've never been in an apocalyptic world, right? But what we have been is in war-torn countries. We've been through war. Most war, men predominantly die. In wars, most men are the ones who predominantly die. Women are the ones who are more protected, okay, in those scenarios. Now, it's not a one-to-one comparison, but this is the thing where this woman's stupid scenario, oh, what would happen in an apocalyptic world? Bitch, it's not going to happen. Seriously. It's a nonsensical scenario. But you know what? It's a scenario that women want to put up so they can hate on men. So women like this can make propaganda about hating men. This is the insanity. Yeah, Big Boy said it. Women can leave war zones. Men can't. If in the US, right, we had a fight, men would be drafted. Women wouldn't. Guess what? Men would be going to the slaughter. Women wouldn't. Yeah, I've seen. Years ago, I've seen some clips of Ukrainian men going to war while women are going to clubs or they're in other countries or whatever, nice and safe, while men are dying on the front line. So forgive me if I'm not out here spewing hate towards men and saying, oh, women are so scared of men in an apocalyptic world. Bitch, tell me a war that women aren't like the majority of the survivors.
Comments being like, I don't blame you guys at all. Like, this is such a valid sentiment. Like, women...
It is not a valid sentiment. Because, again, what apocalyptic scenario has happened? Seriously. We've had plenty of wars. I'm not saying bad shit don't happen to women, but guess what? Bad shit is happening to everyone. Bad shit is happening to everyone. Hell, I mean, like seriously, bad. It's like men are dying, right? Bad shit is happening. And here's the thing: if I'm so amazed, if women are so scared of men, I, like I never understand this. I never understand this. If women are so scared of men, so insanely scared of men, why do they do things that makes it seem like they're not? They either dress very skimpy, going out, going to the gym, whatever, or they are fine with going to bars, clubs, and all that shit because they're so scared of men. You're so scared of men. Yet you're still, where's the caution in all that? Right? Where's the caution in women's activity? They still deal with men.
In war zones are treated horribly all of the time. Like, men are violent.
War zones. Who dies? Men predominantly die. Men predominantly die. This is the thing where this is the thing where why I hate men that pander. Why feminist men are the worst. They know how to manipulate women, right? They know how to, you know, pander to women. How to really ridiculous.
Most violence is committed by men. They're like, this is completely valid.
Again, most violence is committed by men. Agreed. One against other men, but it isn't most men are committing violent crimes because that's got to be you got to have a distinction. Most men, right? Men's population is 166 million. I'm guaranteeing you 100 million men aren't committing violent crimes. I guarantee you, right? 100 million men aren't committing violent crimes. I mean, like, let's see. This is it's hard to find. I mean, like good, clear statistics. Well, here's the thing. Okay, here's Okay, now this is just surface level, right? Uh, in 2023, 1.2 million violent crimes were reported. Now, again, that's very. I'm going to give you. You can make the worst case scenario. Okay, let's say all of that crime was committed by men, and we know that's not true, right? We know that's not true, right? But let's say that. Let's say 1.2 million crimes, violent crimes, were committed by men. Again, that's not true. That's just it was reported, right? And it's not really divided. I think 80% is committed. 80% of violent crimes are committed by men. But here's the thing, right? Even if we say a million, right? We say a million. Guess what? Again, population of men is 166 million. 1 million is still a drop in the bucket. That's the thing where no one really is understanding. Most men are not committing violent crimes. Even though I agree that most violent crimes are committed by men. Again, most violent crimes are committed against men, not against women. Most. violent crimes are committed against men, not against women. Men should be the ones to fear men more than women. That's the insanity, right? Men have more reason to fear men than women do. She's a 5. You're crazy.
I'm a man too, and honestly, I would do the same thing. Like, I don't trust them. I have men in my comments asking how they can be better allies and how they can show up and support us because obviously something is wrong.
Why? This is the thing why, like, it's part of the pandering men thing. Why are you supporting women and hating men? Please tell me, please, any feminist, right? Any feminist that, I don't know, YouTube algorithm just happens you drop by my shit, okay? God forbid you do. Why should men support women in hating men? Why? Why? It doesn't make sense. That's the thing where I find it stupid. Because here's the thing. Should women support men in hating women? Let's even give it let's even give it a more clearer description. So men should support women in hating bad men. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense, right? So, but would women support men in hating bad women? If they would, then why not? Let's say hypothetically, women would. So why not just say we support each other hating bad people, right? Why distinguish each other? Kind of nonsensical, right? It's kind of like a circle. What the fuck are we doing? It's logical to say we hate bad people. But why say we hate men? And here's the thing. Her thing is that I hate men. None of the things she said, I hate bad men. Why not make a distinction? Why not make that distinction?
Wrong with the world if this many women are feeling this way. To which I say,
Yeah, I mean, definitely fear family law. I definitely fear family law.
stand in solidarity, comment and be like, you guys are right. You don't have to talk over us. You don't have to share your own experience.
What are you guys right about? What are you guys right about? Men are violent? A select few men are violent. Again, 1.2, right, million reported violent crimes. Even if I give women the benefit of doubt that 1 million men commit violent crimes, guess what? It's against other men. Men, that's the world. What are you right about? Yeah, men know that shit. So what? That happens. That's the world. You can't, like, it's amazing. What do you think? What are you supporting women in? Eradicating crime? What are we supporting women in eradicating crime? Are you eradicating crime here? No. Women want men to support women in just hating on men. You're not eradicating crime. You're not eradicating crime, right? So that bullshit is all that is. Bullshit. It's like, what do you want men supporting you are? Just hating men. You want men to hate on men. This is exactly the bullshit that's happening, right? This is the propaganda. Why I say nobody likes men. Women are trying to make other men hate other men. Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna stand with it. I hate bad people. I'm not for bad people. Why distinguish it? Because here's the thing. Women like this do not condemn bad women. That's the thing. That's the hypocrisy of it. That's the insanity of it. Women like this do not condemn bad women. Because here's the thing I said. I want to spread this statistic. I want to spread this statistic. 70% of non-reciprocal domestic violence, right? Again, 70% of non-reciprocal Domestic violence is women against men. What does that mean? What does that mean? 70% of domestic violence, right? One way domestic violence is women committing against men. So women abusing men. I just learned that. I just fucking learned that. So what? What? So can I say women? Could you join me? Could more women join me? Right? Join me on this crusade to hate on women because women are more abusive than men. Are women going to join me? Are women going to join me on this crusade? I doubt that.
You don't have to claim that you're a good man. You can tell me that you're a good man by simply saying, I believe you and I stand with you. Nothing warms my heart more than an ally that is willing to stand up, willing to say something, and best of all, willing to take action. I hate men as a general rule, but I also
Women hiring. What do you guys think?